Hi everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we're diving into a battle that feels almost unreal. A face-off between two tanks from completely different eras of warfare. The modern Russian T-14 Armata versus the legendary World War II German Panzer W4. This isn't just a comparison of steel and firepower, it's a journey through time showing how decades of technology, strategy and battlefield experience have transformed the very idea of what a tank is and what it can do. Imagine the Panzer IV rolling onto the battlefield first. In its time, this machine was the backbone of Germany's armored forces. Designed in the late 1930s and refined throughout World War II, the Panzer IV earned its reputation through adaptability. Early versions were meant to support infantry, but as the war evolved and enemy tanks grew stronger, the Panzer IV was upgraded with a longer-barreled 75mm gun, thicker armor, and improved mobility. For its era, it was a balanced and reliable fighting vehicle, capable of engaging enemy armor, fortifications, and infantry with deadly efficiency. Crews trusted it, commanders relied on it, and history remembers it as one of the most produced and influential tanks of the war. Now, fast forward more than 70 years and the T-14 Armata enters the scene like something from science fiction. This is not just a tank, it's a symbol of modern armored warfare. Designed in the 21st century, the T-14 represents a radical shift in tank philosophy. From the moment you see it, you realize it's built for a completely different battlefield, one dominated by drones, precision-guided missiles, advanced sensors, and network-centric warfare. Everything about the T-14 screams modernity, from its angular stealth-inspired design to its unmanned turret and heavily protected crew capsule. Let's talk about protection, because this is where the contrast becomes almost unbelievable. The Panzer IV relied on rolled steel armor, thick for its time but limited by the technology of the 1940s. Depending on the variant, its armor could stop small-caliber anti-tank weapons and shrapnel. But as the war progressed, it became increasingly vulnerable to more powerful guns and shape-charge weapons. Survival often depended on tactics, positioning, and crew experience rather than pure armor strength. The T-14, on the other hand, takes protection to an entirely new level. Its armor is a complex mix of advanced steel, composites, and possibly ceramic materials, combined with explosive reactive armor that detonates outward to disrupt incoming projectiles. On top of that, the T-14 is believed to be equipped with an active protection system capable of detecting and intercepting incoming missiles before they even hit the tank. And perhaps the most revolutionary feature of all is the crew capsule. The crew sits in a heavily armored compartment isolated from the ammunition and turret, dramatically increasing their chances of survival, even if the tank is hit. This is a level of crew protection the Panzer IV designers could never have imagined. Firepower tells an equally dramatic story. The Panzer IV's 75mm gun was formidable in World War II. Against early and mid-war tanks, it was more than capable, and with skilled gunners, it could be deadly accurate. Ammunition types were limited compared to modern standards, and engagements were often fought at relatively short distances, where visibility and line of sight played a major role. The T-14's main gun, however, operates in a completely different universe. Its modern smoothbore cannon can fire advanced kinetic energy penetrators, high-explosive rounds, and even guided anti-tank missiles launched directly from the barrel. These missiles can strike targets at ranges far beyond what a Panzer IV crew could even see, guided by sophisticated fire control systems, thermal sights, and battlefield sensors. The T-14 doesn't just shoot, it calculates, tracks, and engages targets with computer-assisted precision. Mobility further highlights the generational gap. The Panzer IV, powered by a gasoline engine, had respectable mobility for its time, allowing it to keep up with infantry and maneuver across varied terrain. but it was limited by mechanical reliability issues, fuel consumption, and the realities of 1940s engineering. The T-14 is powered by a modern high-horsepower engine, giving it exceptional speed and agility for its weight. Advanced suspension systems allow it to move smoothly over rough terrain, and modern logistics mean better reliability and endurance. It's designed to fight fast, relocate quickly, and integrate seamlessly with other units on the battlefield. Perhaps the biggest difference, though, is awareness. Panzer IV crews relied on their eyes, binoculars, radios, and experience. Fog, smoke, darkness, and bad weather could drastically reduce their effectiveness. Combat was often chaotic and confusing, with limited information about enemy positions. The T-14 lives in an information-rich environment, equipped with advanced sensors, thermal imaging, radar systems, and digital communication networks. It can detect enemies day or night in poor visibility and even share targeting data with other units in real time. The battlefield for the T-14 is a connected system, not an isolated fight. So what happens if these two tanks meet, even hypothetically? The truth is, it wouldn't really be a fight. The T-14 would likely detect and destroy the Panzer IV long before the older tank even knew it was being targeted. The Panzer IV's gun would struggle to penetrate the T-14's armor, while the T-14's weapons could eliminate the Panzer IV with ease. But this comparison isn't about declaring a winner. It's about appreciating how far armored warfare has come. The Panzer IV represents the ingenuity and determination of its time, a machine built under the pressures of total war. The T-14 represents modern engineering, digital warfare, and a future where technology plays as much a role as bravery and skill. From steel plates and simple optics to composite armor and artificial intelligence-assisted systems, the journey from the Panzer IV to the T-14 Armata tells a powerful story of human innovation. And that's what makes this matchup so fascinating. If you enjoyed this deep dive into past versus future, make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more epic military comparisons right here on our channel.